Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you are watching this video. My name is Emily Moore, and today I'm going to be talking about my cat, Roxy. So I'm first going to touch on the overview and give you the points of what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm first going to share Roxy's origin story, which is quite interesting, if I do say so myself. I'm going to discuss my experiences living with Roxy on a day-to-day basis. I'm going to be talking about her personality and temperament, and I'm going to wrap it all up with some fun cat facts. Okay, so my family and I were on a vacation in Colorado in the summer of 2017. On our way back to Texas, we were driving, and if you've ever driven from Colorado to Texas, you know that at one point it becomes a span of nothingness for about 5 hours. And amongst that nothingness, we came across a kitten on the side of the road. And my mom and I were sitting in the back. My dad was driving. My mom and I both saw the cat at the same time, looked at each other and went, "Is that a kitten?" My dad went, because he knew what he was about to have to do. We said, "Turn that car around, we have to go save this kitten." And so we turned the car around, stopped right beside where we saw the kitten, and I guess she was desperate enough because as soon as we stopped and got out of the car, she ran to us. And this is Roxy. Here are some pictures of her as soon as we got her. These were probably taken literally a minute after she got in the car with us. As you can see, she was skinny, but what you can't see is how loud she was. Oh my goodness. So many little meows, and she's still loud now, but it was nothing like this was. She's like a toddler now. This was like a newborn baby. And usually we stop on our way back from Colorado to spend the night at a hotel so we don't have to bear the long haul in one trip. And so we had to sneak this kitten into our hotel that night. And this is a picture of her in the hotel. We tried our best to get her to eat food. She wouldn't eat anything solid. She was very, very thirsty. We gave her little liquid kitten food. She ate it a little bit, but she didn't like it. And she certainly didn't eat solid food until much later. And we thought we were going to give her away when we got home. We were just going to save her, give her nourishment, make sure she survived. Then we were going to try to find her a different home when we got back to Stephenville. But it was too late. We had already become way too attached. So now we have Roxy with us for 2 years now. So I've lived in Stephenville since high school. I decided to go to Charlton because it's convenient, cheaper, it's a really good school. But I live at home, so I don't have a roommate. So I call Roxy my roommate. She has her own little cat house. As you can see, at the bottom there is a litter box. The second level is her food bowl and water bowl. And this upper level is kind of a playhouse. It has a scratching post and different toys hanging down from the ceiling right there. Then on top of that, the very top level is a little bed, and she loves to sit there and sleep and watch over me. She is constantly asking for food. When you eat, she will eat. This is her right here. She is always in this state when we're at the table, begging for food and tapping at us. She actually hates having company. She loves my mom and I. She bonded to us very discriminately. But everyone else, she couldn't care less, really. She loves to sit on/in any rectangular shape. And I know this is common amongst cats, but for me, it's just so funny. She loves sitting on my keyboard. She loves sitting on top of my laptop. She loves sitting in a suitcase when you have it open. This is her right here in this suitcase. Okay, now I'm going to talk about her personality. Wait a minute. She went quiet. She was making a little noise there. I was wanting to know if you could hear it, because she makes so many noises. But she never purrs. She makes plenty of trills. She meows so much. She screams when she's playing. They call it a yowl. But she never purrs. She used to when she was a kitten, then one day it just stopped. She will purr occasionally now, and when she does, it's just like a treat, and you have to cherish it. She hisses at everything. When we brought her home and decided to keep her, we went to give her vaccinations and shots, what have you. We brought her to the vet. The vet technician took her back, gave her shots, then brought her back out to us in the lobby. The first thing the vet technician said when she got back was, "She's a hisser." My mom and I were like, "Yeah, we know." This is a picture of her hissing. It's actually of her yawning, but I'm sure she thinks it's just as menacing as hissing would be. She loves chasing light. She loves chasing the light that reflects off my Apple Watch. When someone opens the utensil drawer in the kitchen and the lights reflect off of the forks and knives, she goes crazy. She loves, when we have the Christmas tree out, she loves getting under it and batting at the lights and playing with the shadows. And she's always in my business. I put this picture here of her going and moving across my laptop when I was making this very presentation. So I just thought I'd add that picture in there to really explain the gravity of the situation. And I have a story about this picture right here. Earlier I addressed how she will eat literally anything and ask for food all the time. So one time I thought it would be funny to give her a marshmallow and see how she would react to it. Because I didn't think she'd even touch it. I didn't know what I expected, but I certainly didn't expect her to become addicted to marshmallows like she did. So one day, we were all out of the house. My mom came home and found Roxy in this state. She had her head stuck in a Jet Puff marshmallow bag. Luckily, my mom found her and got the bag off her head, and she was fine. But this is what happened. She was terrified, undoubtedly. So now I'm going to talk about some interesting cat facts. Did you know that cats spend 70% of their life sleeping? That's not really surprising, but it is interesting for sure. Humans are typically right hand dominant, but cats are actually typically left paw dominant. Abraham Lincoln was actually a cat fanatic. He was obsessed with cats. Cats can run up to 30 miles per hour, which is actually pretty dang fast for a creature with such short legs. Ancient Egyptians could face the death penalty for killing cats. It's pretty common knowledge that Egyptians worshipped cats, so if one killed a cat, the punishment was pretty high. In conclusion, Roxy went from a scrawny little kitten to living large. She is the perfect addition to our family, and I love having her as a roommate. She can have an attitude, as I've talked about. She's always up in my business, hissing, never purring, but I love her very much. And she is part of an interesting species, of course. That's all I have tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and that was my cat Roxy.